President Board of Trustees, Village of Burnham, County, Illinois. Today is April 11, 2023. This time I will ask for the clerk to call the roll, please.
Trustee Cap? Trustee Hodges?
Here.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer?
Here.
Trustee Richardson? Trustee Claybrook?
Here.
Thank you. We have a forum present, so we stand for the pledge of allegiance. If you lead us, Trustee Garcia.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Is there any correction to be made to the minutes of the board meeting that was held on March 28, 2023? Any correction to the minutes? There are no correction to be made to the minutes from March 28th, and I would ask for a motion to approve those minutes.
I motion to approve the minutes.
That motion on the floor to approve the minutes from March 28th. Could we have a second, please?
Second.
Second by Trustee Claybrook. Will call take the roll.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
My motion passed, minutes approved. Before we open the meeting to the public, if you have anything to state to the board, you will just stand up and give us your name and your reason for addressing the board, and we'll be glad to hear from you. So at this time, please limit your comments to 3 minutes. I will ask for a motion to open the meeting to the public.
Make a motion to open the meeting to the public.
Motion approved by Trustee Claybrook. Can we have a second?
I second.
Second by Trustee Graham. Will call take the roll.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Motion passed. The meeting is now open to the public for public comments. Any comments from the, yes?
My name is Medina Bailey, owner again of Nurturing Developmental Learning Center. And I am here to make another announcement to request again that removal of a no parking sign, which is, making our business kind of slow down and things of that nature. Not sure why the sign was put there, but it is, and like it was targeted for us. I kind of met with, when I tried to reach out before, I sent it before, just to kind of see why the sign was put there. Was put there out the blue. We were not told about anything, but we do have a parking lot, but with a parking lot, if you understand, like we have ratios with our children, so we have to have so many teachers per age group. So when we have all our teachers there, and our cook, our staff, our office people, our directors, we might have 1 or 2 spots open, which again, it's not enough space. So again, I'm just asking again for removal of the parking, the no parking sign that we're not even sure why it was put there.
Well, we were not gonna assure you that we will, remove it, but, we probably could have some discussion on it.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, we're not gonna assure you that we are going to remove it, so, but we probably could have some discussion on the subject.
Okay.
Are
Okay.
there any other comment?
No, but you still said it last time that we would have some discussion, and every time I reached out, you were unavailable. So would your office, call my office, or how would that go?
Yes, since I know you have called a couple of times, and, it would have been kind of busy taking care of a lot of writing and stuff, so, we'll reach out to you the next week, so, if it's not this week, it'll be next week for sure.
Okay, appreciate it.
Thank you. Are there any other public comments? Are there any other?
I'm Jackie Miller, and my complaint is I have 2 big trees in my front yard. I found out the trees belong to the village, and now the trees are affecting my plumbing. I've had 3 plumbers come out, so as of January, I have not had good plumbing. My toilet doesn't flush. Now it's backing up to the back. And when I called in, I spoke with, I guess his name is Brandon. I was told to get someone to tell me or somebody licensed and bonded that it's the tree roots that's affecting the trees. I can't afford $800 to tell you what's wrong with your trees and how it's affecting my plumbing. So therefore, for 3 months, I've been having to dump my toilet because Brandon told me that you all could send someone out with the, what is it, to take pictures, go inside and take pictures or whatever that is. But he wanted me to get someone to tell him that's what was wrong. So I've already been paying to have trees cut down to my insurance, due to my insurance, only to find out later the trees belong to the village. So I don't have a running toilet right now.
Okay, well, if the trees on the parkway, within a certain feet of the curb and the sidewalk, then it is technically a village tree. Sometimes the roots from the trees do get into the clay tiles and clog up the drain from time to time. And, so we probably could, take a look at that. I will speak to the trustees that's on that committee, see if they can, do some type of accommodation.
Okay, so now it's so bad that it's beginning to back up in my shower,
Okay.
in my toilet.
What's the address?
2727 Goodrich.
All right, Ms. Gold.
Thank you.
Are there any other public comments before we close the meeting to the public? Is there any other public comments? I will ask for a motion to close the meeting to the public. Thank you. Any comments?
Make a motion to close the meeting to the public.
Another motion on the floor by trustee Claybrook to close the meeting to the public. Can we have a second? A second by trustee Garcia with flood table on.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Motion passed, thank you. I'd just like to say, the mayor's report, and the Domino Pizza has located in the village of Burnham. It should be having a grand opening one day next week. So right now, we get the inspection done, Dr. doing, the safety inspection with the fire department, the occupancy and that sort of thing. So we will have a grand opening, it probably one day next week. So we'll post that on the website once we get the official information. So again, follow the Village of Burnham's website and stay abreast of what is happening here in the village. I mentioned a couple of times before that an organization called Meals in the Meantime. They will be here on May the 20th. We'll have to come out here in the village hall and they'll be passing out fruits and vegetables. To my understanding, it's a very nice package of items. We pass them out until supplies run out. So that'll be on May the 20th. That's on a Saturday. I think it's got to be 10 o'clock. It's gonna be good. And thanks to the good people of Burnham for supporting our current trustees. We certainly appreciate that, and will eliminate a lot of chaos and a lot of headaches, and we don't wanna restore this type of government and people been fighting all the time, jabbing and fighting back. We don't do that here in Burnham, and we certainly did not wanna start. So God bless the trustees to their journeys, and along working with me and the mayor and the other village officials. And whatever's for you is for you, and no one can take it away from you. Thank you. At this time, we are here report from clerk.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thornton Township is holding a household hazardous waste collection event on Saturday, April 22nd, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at South Suburban College on 15800 State Street in South Holland, and it will be on the Northside Campus parking lot. Acceptable waste would be oil-based paints, household batteries, used motor oil, paint thinners, lawn chemicals, pesticides, pool chemicals. Unacceptable would be like latex paint, fireworks, biohazard waste, farm machinery oil, and they are also having, hard recycled material, that they also, so like, recycling paper like plastic, metal, glass, clothing, textiles, styrofoam. And that again will be April 22nd at, South Suburban College in South Holland from 8 to 3 p.m. That's all I have.
Thank you, clerk, for that information, and, again, we will put that on the website as well. This time, we will hear from trustee Greer, Public Education and Safety and Welfare.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Burnham Fire and Medical Report. For March 2023, there were 8 fire calls, 4 during the day and 4 during the night. Ambulance calls, there were 38, they were pretty busy. There was 15 during the day and 23 during the night. So that was the report for March 2023. I'd like to thank everyone for electing me to serve you as a village trustee.
Oh, yes.
I am deeply humbled. Again, I will say to you, I am deeply humbled by your support. I want to assure you that I'm going to work just as hard, whether it's day or night, as I can, to make sure that your concerns are heard and addressed. A lot of times we cannot address your concerns instantly, but your concerns are heard and will be addressed. Your concerns are my concerns, and we have much work ahead of us. And I'm ready and excited to work for you. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. A senior menu for the month of April for Thornton Township. For the week of April 11th, the menu will be poached sausage, sauerkraut, red potatoes, bean salad, and vanilla pudding. For the week of April the 18th, they will have pulled pork sandwiches, potato chips, pasta salad, and diced peaches. And for the week of April the 25th, lemon pepper chicken, rice, mushrooms, corn, chocolate pudding, and a garden salad. I just want to remind everyone that we're still going to have CPR training. You're going to learn life-saving skills from the Village of Burnham Fire Department. If interested, as stated before, please leave your name and your contact information with the receptionist at the window. You will be contacted at a later date with more information. We have to have so many in order to make a class. So that's CPR training, learning basic life skills, heart savers, and also first aid, very important. Each month, over 4,000 families receive nutritious food boxes from the pantry, which includes fresh produce and food. The food pickup is every Wednesday, 15340 Page Avenue, Harvey, Illinois. You don't have to get out of your car, just pull up and pull around. And if you don't have a car, you will receive one at that time. But the pantry, I believe, is open from 10 to 5. Each season, the township hires 100 high school and college students to provide lawn maintenance to 1,000 senior homeowners. Thornton Township residents must be 65 years of age or older who meet the benefit excess application income levels. So you cannot have anyone under the age of 65 residing in their home to become eligible for the service. Lawns will be mowed and trimmed weekly. So if you're interested, you can call the township 708-596-6040, extension 3170. And last, I just want to remind everyone that previously I had said that we were gonna have our COVID quiz on April the 15th, but we have to reschedule that date. It will be April the 22nd, here at the Village Hall, from 10 to 4. So that's our COVID clinic. Gift cards will be given out for the ones that are receiving the vaccinations, as long as supplies last. And as you know, we've been doing this COVID clinic for, I believe, over 2 years now. And we will continue as long as that need is needed, and that need is needed. The COVID is still out there. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Greer. If anybody will turn around for a couple of seconds, hey, Officer Cooper, you turn your light on. So again, we constantly talk about public safety, and we have, as I say all the time, we got people that driving too fast through the village, which is safe to have the kids and residents alike.
Wow.
See how close the kid almost got hit getting off the school bus?
That's tolerance.
That's in North Carolina.
No, I'm just saying.
So, again, so we emphasizing that people are driving too fast down the street, so, Officer Cooper, you can turn the lights back on, thank you.
Is it the torrents of Burnham or
We're trying to emphasize that public safety, and, very important to us, and to our family, and our kids, and grandkids, and whoever we have, we just don't want people. Now, a lot of people speaking about the outlets, we should pave the outlets. Well, I would be kind of greatly concerned the way that people drive down the street. I think it even be worse when I'm driving down the alley, because you got people taking their garbage out, and a lot of people let their kids take their garbage out, so I don't know, so. Even if we had the money to do that, it was serious to have to, give that second thought, so it's a real review on the process. Thank you again, Trustee Will, for that report. Yes, sir.
What you just saw, heard as the mayor said, in North Carolina. I've seen that twice happen. Here, once in our community on Burnham Avenue, again on Burnham Avenue, in Lansing. School bus stops, and a vehicle passes and goes around it. And there are kids getting off. I mean, the lights are flashing. The arm is extended. It's not yellow, it's red flashing lights, can you stop? And people are still on this thing here. And they're distracted. And they don't pay attention. And sometime, somewhere, and hopefully it's not here, some poor little child's gonna get run over. It behooves all of us to watch, drive carefully, and not drive on these things. It's supposed to be a helpful tool, but it's become a big source of distraction. I have been prosecutor here for over 50 years now. I used to prosecute drunk drivers, right here in this room. Today, more people are driving distracted than they are drunk.
Exactly.
And we better wake up, because someone's gonna get hurt, and it could be one of our own.
Exactly.
That's all I wanted to say. I saw that, I have a flashback right away. You know, I'm very fortunate. I was blessed with 10 grandkids. 3 of them are with me today. And I hate like hell to get that telephone call from one of my children that something happened to them. And I'm ashamed that some of you are sure parents and grandparents. And I'm sure you don't wanna get that kind of telephone call. That's all I gotta say.
And thank you, attorney. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Public Works Trustee Clay Brooks.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I only have one thing today, it's spring, it's getting warmer out. We just encourage all the residents to, keep their property clean and free from trash, especially around the, garbage cans in the back. You know, like on Mondays when they come, empty the trash, sometimes things fall out, and, I did get a complaint. He said the trash wasn't his, it was his neighbors that flew out of the, you know, left over from the garbage can, but if everybody just, you know, kind of do their part and pick up, then that wouldn't be a problem. That's all I have.
Thank you, Trustee Clay Brooks.
I have a question. What can we do about mold? I have mold, they're just so horrible during this time of the year.
It's a few products you can buy at, Home Depot, Menards, Lowe's. It's called, it's called mold killer, actually. It comes in granules, and then you put it in a hole, you just sprinkle it down, but you have to do it at least every time you cut your grass for it to be effective.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Trustee Clay Brooks for that report, that information, ordinance resolution planning. Trustee Garcia.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Consideration of taking action to approve or not approve intergovernmental agreement and grant application and acceptance IEPA lead service line inventory grant program round 2, CSFA number 532-60-3017, funding opportunity number 23-3017-02, resolution number 2023-R-007.
Trustee Garcia, before you make a motion to ask for the approval, then I'm gonna ask the attorney if they want to follow up on that. I know we got one grant, $40,000, so we fix some of this.
Last Thursday, I apologize, I didn't get the board a memo on it. Last Thursday, I was told that our engineer, Jairo Rodriguez, sent over to the mayor of Toulouse a request to make an application for additional funding from the Illinois EPA for making an investigation and a inventory survey of all the lead pipes in the village. Previously, this was done about a month ago, where we got an award and a grant for $40,000. Apparently, there's a round 2 for an additional $40,000. And I hadn't had a chance, he hasn't called me back, but I was able to quickly, and thank the Lord, I had my secretary still around on Friday. We were able to type up a new application to authorize an application for an additional $40,000 that we may be eligible for. So that's why it's on the agenda. I don't want to leave money on the table somewhere if we can be entitled to it. I do not know how much it's gonna cost with Robinson Engineering, but we might as well apply for it if we could entitled to get it. And that's my thought. And like the old saying says, cliche, don't leave money on the table. If we can get it and they're willing to give it to us, go for it. Any questions?
Thank you very much. Does the board have any questions? Okay, proceed, Trustee Garcia.
So I make a motion to approve intergovernmental agreement and grant application and acceptance IEPA lead service line inventory grant program round 2, CSFA number 532-60-3017, funding opportunity number 23-3017-02, 017-02, resolution number 2023-R-007.
So trustee Garcia has made a motion to, that we will approve this lead service line, grant process, so if we could get a second to that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Second by trustee Hodges, will clerk take the roll?
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Yes. Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Alright, motion passed, proceed, trustee Garcia.
Discussion of consideration of and taking action to approve or not approve on the new business application by Custom Coach Cars LLC for office use only, located at 14532 South Torrance Avenue.
Are you here for this business, sir?
I am.
Okay. Well, would you tell us, say you just using it for office space?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, there are some abandoned vehicles out there that I want them moved. There's a van out there with no doors on, that black van on the north side of the lot, that I want that moved. There's some other stuff on the south side and up around the building on the south side that needs to be, kind of fixed up, it looks kind of tacky. And the board approved, the application tonight. I mean, I'm not gonna sign the license until that's corrected.
You're not?
I mean, not until that's corrected.
That's not our vehicles.
Well, I understand that, but you rent the business from the owner, right?
The office space.
And it looks very bad, if that will,
Yes, it does.
okay? So I'm gonna insist that it's done,
It will be done.
okay? I'm sorry, what's your name?
Bill Kelmick, my sister is the one that owns them.
Okay. And so you working with Abraham, right?
I know of him, yes.
Okay.
That's who we're leasing it from.
And when he knows me, so he knows what I expect, so that has to be done,
Okay,
okay? All right.
thank you.
See,
I think the application is subject to his.
Right.
You know?
And so we'll approve it and contingent upon these items are gonna be corrected.
Okay,
You know, because he's saying that he doesn't care about how our town looks, and I don't really appreciate that.
yeah.
And I've told him 100 times already, so,
Okay.
okay. See.
So
Well, I got a question. What's the nature of the business? I know it's office work, what's the nature of?
What we do, we purchase vehicles from like the police pounds and all the things, and we just doing office work. We job everything out as far as anything that has to be done with vehicles, they don't even go on the premises.
So the vehicles that's there, I mean, other than the one that's abandoned, that must be moved.
Yeah.
So the other, I'm just gonna try to sell those, like 5 or 6.
Those, we don't sell nothing there, we're not gonna be doing anything, it's only the office, we just do it, all the things as far as the paperwork, the computer work, the auctions, everything is done on our computers, and they're jobbed out to whatever the vehicle needs, it's done, and it's gonna be delivered to them, and it goes from there.
Please, yes, please keep that, because that's one of our biggest concerns, the abandoned vehicles. We have a lot of car shops around here.
Right.
And who's leaving vehicles there. This is, please, if you hold on to that, I have no problem approving that, just
Right.
do office work, no more new vehicles.
No, well, we're not doing
Thank you.
anything there.
But it's the owner.
Yeah, it's the owner, I get it's the owner, but I'm talking about like who does, the nature of the business is dealing with other cars, you understand? So I was going, leave the cars on. But
I'm gonna have somebody call him, give him a call.
Okay,
thank you so much.
Do you have his phone number, man?
I think Luke's got it in the file, no, I don't have it, we have it in the file. Thank you.
Before you leave, sir, would you mind giving us your name, spell it properly on a piece of paper, and your contact information after the meeting,
okay.
all right?
It's on the application. Okay, proceed, trustee Garcia. Well, first of all, does the board have any additional questions? Okay, proceed, trustee Garcia.
I make a motion to approve on the business application by Custom Coach Cars for office use only, located at 14532 South Torrance Avenue.
And that is subject to them cleaning up the body.
And subject to cleaning the lot.
We need a second.
So who, once that light's cleaned out, who will give the clearance for that?
The mayor,
Yes.
so he's gonna sign off.
Either Medina, yeah.
Okay.
So now we need a second, please.
I second.
Right.
Brenda, could you make a second? I would clerk take the roll.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Motion passed. Thank you. You have anything else, trustee Garcia?
No.
Okay, thank you. Finance trustee Captain is not here this evening. The public utility trustee Richardson is not here. Trustee Claybrook be on that committee, so take those tonight.
Okay.
It's 3 items.
Discussion of consideration of and taking action to approve or not approve. NICOR will supply labor, material, and transportation to upsize the existing meter to 1,000 meters and to increase pressure to 2 PSI. Customer must stub out a new fuel line per NICOR specs and regulate all gas-fired equipment down to a safe operating pressure in order to provide increase in pressure and volume. NICOR must upsize the existing gas service from the main to the meter, set to 2, which is PE. Customer contractor must be on the site on the date work is scheduled to be completed. Scheduling will not begin until payment in full and a signed contract has been received. The amount is $6,415.47. Work is being done in order to install a generator at the water pump station.
We have an old generator there, probably 50 or 60 years old, and we really haven't had any problem with it, but, it was just in the event if we did, then we just want something that's upgraded so we would be able to continue to supply water to the east side of town. And if in the event there's something major would happen to the water over here, then we could pump water from the east side to supply, and all of, what with a generator, then it would last longer, so that's necessary, so. We would take this from some of the COVID money that we still have left, so in essence, it would not cost a village fund or anything.
I make a motion to approve on NICOR that will supply the labor, material, and transportation to upsize the existing meter to 1,000 meters and to increase pressure to PSI. Scheduling will not begin until payment in full and a signed contract has been received. The amount is $6,415.47. Work is being done in order to install a new generator at the water pump station.
So you making a motion?
Make a motion.
Cool, that's what we need a second, please.
I second it.
Second by trustee Hodges, clerk take the roll.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer?
I have a question. What happens to the old generator?
What this still will be that it's on the inside of the building, and, I believe it'll just be an additional backup, I believe that's the case, but I'll get you the city council today.
Thank you.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Sorry. Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Motion passed, thank you, proceed.
All right. Discussion of consideration of and taking action to approve or not approve to purchase a hydrant meter with gate valve and internal check valve, which will be used to measure the gallons of water that are used by outside contractors. The cost of the meter not to exceed $2,300, purchased for the Burnham Water Department.
And the purpose again, for us to purchase this, many times contractors come into town and they wanna use thousands of gallons of water. Without us having our own meter, then we don't know how much to charge them, so sometimes the project, that they're working on is very necessary, so we almost can't say no. And so, we just need a way to regulate it, so that's why it's necessary for us to buy this.
I make a motion to approve to purchase a hydrant meter with gate valve and internal check-in valve, which will be used to measure the gallons of water that are used by outside contractors. The cost of the meter not to exceed $2,300, purchased for the Burnham Water Department.
This would also be taken from the COVID fund as well, so could we have a second, please?
Second.
Okay, clerk, take it.
One question. Where would this, meter be located?
No, it will be placed on the fire hydrant as needed. So in other words, if they working in this part of town, then they will get the meter and then put it on, and once they turn it on, they will start registering how many gallons.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
The motion passed, thank you, proceed, sir.
Discussion of, consideration of, and taking action to approve or not approve or replacing the fence around the Burnham water pump station. The amount not to exceed $2,375.
This is not for the entire fence, the other part is still good, the part just painted to make it, look nice like this, so. Are there any questions from the board? Okay, proceed.
I make a motion to approve on replacing the fence around the Burnham water pump station. The amount not to exceed $2,375.
So there's a motion on the floor to approve this expense, to repair the fence around the pump station. Could we have a second, please?
A second.
Second by trustee Hodges, clerk take the roll.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Motion passed. Thank you, trustee Claybrook. Park and Recreation, trustee Hodges.
And hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much for, again, electing me, giving me your, support. I really appreciate everyone for their support, and I don't take that lightly. I'm so humbled by it. I don't take it lightly that, the pressure left my name, or the fact that you voted. We appreciate that, and I'm gonna try my best to, help move Burnham forward and to be a support to all you. My job, to serve you and represent you. So, whatever you think needs to be done, you let us know, and we're gonna take care of that for you. It's my job to support you. You don't support me, I support you. A lot of people come to me and say, what can I do to help? No, we're here to help you. So what you need, let us know. And I thank you guys for your support. Thanks again. I'm also excited to work with these other trustees. You've been amazing, and all you've been amazing, so thank you.
If there's something we can't do, then we'll let you know.
Thank you again for your support with the Easter egg hunt. That was on April 1st, and the kids came out. We had a good time. I want to thank the mayor, the trustees, the Calumet Memorial Park District, Mr. Hollis, Paul. Everyone came out. I appreciate them coming out. We had a really good time. I want to thank Miss Maria for a great video. She produced a really great video for us. Thank you so much. It was a good day. And I'm really excited. We're working with the mayor and the trustees for some really great events that come up this summer. We're gonna do a summer campaign with some really great events coming up, and we're gonna really push the summer Burnham. It's gonna be really fun. So look out for it. It's coming up. It's gonna be an exciting summer, so be ready. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being aware. And, also, Supervisor Tiffany Hayner, also had a nice Easter egg, event in Dalton, as well, so that was real nice. Okay, so,
And I just wanted to, thank Maria, because she's always at every event that we have, and always taking it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for all your work.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I just want to thank Trustee Hodges. He works with the youth.
Yes.
And he's bringing a lot of youth together, to work together. And so you do a very well job, and I just wanna thank you. I mean, even give flowers where flowers are due.
Thank you, trustee.
Okay?
all right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So then the presentation of petitions, communications, the rest month is it, a memorial. I will ask for a moment of silence from Mr. Anthony Scooby and Mr. Robert Seminsky. Thank you very much, both of us Burnham residents. Last thing is that, we don't have any unfinished business, right? Okay, we've come to the part of the meeting now that we have to go into executive session. And as I I have explained in the past that when we go into executive session, we have to end this meeting, then we have to go in the back. If you wanna stay until we come back, we'll be back. If not, then we'll see you next time.
Okay.
Okay? So, I would ask for a motion to close this meeting and go into executive session.
Okay.
Motion to close the meeting, go into executive session.
There's a motion to close this meeting.
Second.
Second by trustee Grant.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Thank you, motion passes, thank you.
Very good.